Before we get started this week, I just wanted to take a quick second to shout out our $5 patrons for this month. So shout out to Rachel DeLisio and Jack DeLisio. Thank you so much for supporting the show. If you're interested in getting shouted out on the podcast, access to episodes early, or being able to vote on other content we're going to cover, consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/Socratic Cinema. It's a great way to give back and show your support for the channel. Thank you and enjoy the episode.
This week on the Socratic Cinema podcast.
Ready? I'm going to make this our thumbnail. Kick Batuski, but with a 2, right? Kick Batus.
Love her, though.
We do love her. We do love Emma.
I mean, except for the tax evasion, you know?
I don't know exactly when it happened. Probably 2015, it was released around that time.
It has been around since March 24th, 2017, and ended in March 1st.
Oh. Yikes, Kasey. A little bit of a miss.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Socratic Cinema podcast. I'm Kasey Clark.
I'm James DeLisio.
And I'm Charlie Heatherly.
And this week, we're going to be jumping into some movie and TV news. The D23 convention. Is it a convention?
Virtual Expo.
Virtual Expo just dropped a whole bunch of news, and we're just going to dive right into that this episode. But before we do that, we got some reviews on Apple Podcasts. So James is going to read those because it's our first few, and we really just want to share them with you guys.
Yeah, we're excited. These actually came in back in October, so we're a little bit late, but I think it's okay. Anyways, we're super thankful for all the reviews. This is actually so cool to read these. So if you guys want to have your reviews read out on the podcast, you should leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. So this review comes from a bunch of asterisks and then the number 8. It's a 5-star review. It says, Socratic Cinema has been one of my favorite podcasts over the last year. Listening to James, Charlie, and Kasey talk about what they've been watching lately is like talking with friends. Great movie reviews in a fun and engaging setting.
Aww.
Thank you, asterisk 8.
8? The money I paid you to write that really paid off. That's
Our sting operation. This one, and that review was titled Great Podcast. This review is titled Lots of Fun by Hello Coop. I'm a big fan of Socratic Cinema podcast. Great, insightful conversation, and they're pretty funny. Would recommend.
Oh my God.
He
No one
actually
has said that before.
He actually thinks we're funny.
I can't believe it.
He would recommend
I hope
to
you
a
recommend.
friend.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes.
That means a lot. Or ma'am, or neither. Whichever
We
one
don't
you
know.
want.
Coop could be anything. But yeah, so if you guys would like to have your review read out on the podcast, it doesn't matter what it is or what it says, or if it's 1 star or 5 stars, we'll read them all because we ain't afraid of taking a little constructive criticism. But yeah, go ahead and drop us a review on Apple Podcasts if you would like to have it read out on the show. But without further ado, we're here today to be Socratic news anchors. So let's dive right into the announcements. To the news.
Into the news.
I have gathered our announcements from the D23 Expo into what I estimate as 4 categories. We have Disney, Pixar, Lucasfilm, and Marvel. And I'm going to open it up to you guys to talk about which category we should start with.
Oh, God. I think we go with Disney first. I think Disney is a nice, lukewarm area to start it off, and then we can get...
Yeah, very mid. Yeah, there's a lot of mid announcements here. I'm not going to lie. All right, so diving into Disney. First things first, the first thing I saw was that there's going to be a new Beauty and the Beast show on Disney+.
Is it animated or live action?
Live action with the cast from the live action movie. I believe it's a prequel show, so probably no Emma Watson. Which is...
Wait, is it just the Beast being depressed in his castle?
Damn.
Is that what it is?
Damn.
Maybe. Wait,
Beauty and the Beast minus the beauty.
this does mean we get
Great.
more Ewan McGregor content as Lumiere, which I am very excited
Oh,
for.
true. Disney's throwing on the Ewan McGregor
I'm gonna
contract.
ask us while we're here. Did you guys like the Beauty and the Beast live action?
Well, my viewing of it was sort of obscured by the fact that I was going with my friend, and it was sort of like a double crush date where we weren't actually going on a date or anything, but we sort of liked both of the people that we were going on the excursion with.
Oh,
So I look through
yeah.
it with rose-colored glasses. But I think the movie is just meh.
Yeah, I didn't like it very much when I
Yeah,
saw
it was mid-tier.
Emma Watson auto-tune
It
really
was
took me out of it.
Oh, man.
It was pretty rough. Did you guys
Love her, though.
We do love her.
Except for
We
the
do
tax
love
evasion,
Emma Watson.
you know.
What?
Yeah, no, do you guys not
What?
remember when the Panama Papers
Wait.
dropped and she was on them?
Oh shoot! What?
Or
I completely
yeah, like
missed
whatever
that.
dossier was
Hermione would
dropped where
never.
it revealed all of the celebrities who had accounts in like the Cayman Islands and all those crazy tax havens. She was on it.
Oh my!
So
Emma Watson. Hermione is smart enough. She would evade taxes. I believe it. She'd find the loopholes. Did any of you guys watch Percy Jackson or read Percy Jackson growing up?
yes, so
Yeah.
good.
I didn't read
Who's
the whole
hyped?
series.
Kasey. What?
I'm
How far did you get?
sorry. I got to fourth book, I think. Four of them.
How are
There's
you
so
gonna
many.
stop when it gets good?
I'm looking at the entire
I
box
watched
set
all
right now.
of the
Casey.
movies,
There's
not
5.
that it matters. There's
You
5.
watched all 2 of them.
You were
Wait,
two,
you're
you
telling
were 2 away
me-
from the ending.
I'm too away
Yeah.
from the- I'm not finishing
Look, so
them.
there's Percy Jackson and the Olympians, which is 5 books, and then there's the
Yes.
Heroes of Olympus, which is the 5-book sequel series.
Yes.
And
I remember that.
and that's where I stopped reading.
I stopped reading it.
There was so
I was-
many more after that.
There's like oh, now we're gonna do the
several
Egyptian
spin-offs, right?
ones.
Yeah.
There's like the Egyptian ones and the Norse ones and the I don't know because I don't read Rick Riordan books anymore, really. But after those abhorrent movies, I'm really excited to see a Disney Plus series with Rick Riordan at the helm. We don't really know anything about it aside from the fact that Disney is going to put it on Disney Plus and they're looking for age-accurate actors.
I would like to request, because I feel like it's gonna happen. Disney, if you put that one dude from the High School Musical series as Percy, I'm turning it off.
They would.
No.
What's his name?
They
Please do
would. I
not.
don't know what his name is.
The guy who played Ricky in the High School Musical show. What's his name? Oh my god.
I don't know, dude.
Is it like something Barnett? feel like his-
yeah.
He
something.
does look like a Barnett. I'm
My-
just kidding.
My brother-in-law's met him before. He came into the coffee shop he works at, and apparently he's a pretty cool dude. But yeah,
Okay.
I don't
Sorry,
trust him as
Barnett.
Percy Jackson.
Yeah, right.
I would like to request that they just cast Logan Lerman again and don't change his appearance at all,
Oh
but
my
everyone else is
God.
age appropriate.
See, I was gonna request that they put Logan Lerman just in some capacity. I need him to be in it.
Please.
I'm fine
More
with that.
Logan Learman content.
He was in Perks of Being a Wallflower, right? That's Logan
He
Lerman.
was, yeah.
Yeah, that's like baby Logan Lerman.
Yes. Was that was like his first big thing outside of Percy Jackson? I
Well,
think.
was that before or after Percy Jackson?
I thought
Oh
that
God.
was before.
Was it?
He looks.
I
I
wanna say before.
I watched like half an hour of Perks of Being a Wallflower the other day, and I was just like really distracted because I was trying to do homework, so I had to turn it off. But he looked really, really young. Like he looked like a baby.
I'm looking it up.
Casey's on the scoop. While Casey's on the scoop, I'm overjoyed to announce that after all these years, we're finally getting Hocus Pocus 2. I just wanted to throw that out there in case you guys weren't aware. We are in fact getting Hocus Pocus, the sequel.
I'm not sure if I've seen the original Hocus Pocus.
Oh, it's pretty good.
Wow. It's good.
I probably have. I just can't remember a thing from it. Like,
They make a lot of virgin jokes. That's like the
I was
running
about to
joke.
say that.
did they
It's with-
really?
Yeah, because like it's like a virgin blood lights the black candle flame, whatever. And so the whole joke, they're like, because this
You're a virgin.
yeah, because this teen lights the candle unknowing and starts the curse. And the whole movie, they're like, oh, he started the curse because he's a virgin.
How old is
So
the kid?
funny.
It's like 14 or something.
He's
Oh my God.
It would be Anyway.
Yeah, Hocus Pocus is pretty good though.
Oh,
We could have
also
Oh, go
Percy
ahead.
Jackson came out before Perks.
No way.
Ooh.
Yeah, the first one
can't
came out
believe it.
2010 and Perks came out 2012. So 2 years difference, but still.
Dang. They're gonna make a Tom Hanks Pinocchio movie.
Tom Hanks as Pinocchio. I'm so down.
I hope
I'm
so.
down.
Dude, I trust Tom Hanks with my life after the
Honestly.
the Meet the Rogers movie. I trust him like that movie, the Meet the Rogers one last year was one of my favorite movies of 2019 for sure.
Really.
It was so good.
Yes.
I can't think of anything wrong with that movie.
It made me sad.
Well, like in a good way.
Um,
But
Yeah.
yeah, Tom Hanks, I think, I mean, I'm assuming he's Geppetto, right? Like, I'm assuming that's the natural
Probably.
role that you put him in.
oh yeah.
Maybe
He
he's
would
the
be
fox
a great
guy.
Geppetto. Maybe,
The
I don't
fox
know.
guy.
I think Tom Hanks is too nice to play any sort of villain ever.
Maybe Tom Hanks is the whale.
Maybe he's the cricket. Do you think he could be the cricket?
What's the cricket's name? I
Oh,
forgot.
Jiminy
Jiminy
Cricket.
Cricket.
I've never seen Pinocchio, by the way.
What?
Oh wow.
You've
you
never seen
did
Hocus
get
Pocus, buddy.
Scarred as a
Pinocchio and Hocus
child.
Pocus are two different levels. I would very much like to clarify.
Maybe. I know there's a whale in it, anyways.
I know this one. Yes, the Noah. Yeah.
We biblical imagery and Jiminy
Biblical.
Cricket. Jiminy Cricket, JC. Let's pull a Grapes of Wrath analysis. Jiminy Cricket is our Jesus Christ stand-in, like like Jim Casey.
I don't know about
Yeah.
that. Jiminy Cricket is not the best.
Oh, I
for a
see. I don't know. I
Pixar
haven't seen
movie.
Pinocchio.
He really
Like
be
a
like,
milding tramp like the entire time.
Maybe we should watch Pinocchio then, in preparation.
Well, there's a
Oh.
new Pinocchio that came out from like some Italian director. It looks absolutely psychedelic.
Oh,
so
really?
I'd be interested in watching that one. Yeah.
We can like compare the three Pinocchios and like talk
Oh,
about the
yeah.
strengths and weaknesses of each one. John Mulaney is gonna and Andy something are gonna be in Chippendale.
Samberg?
Yeah, I think so.
yeah.
Yes.
Are gonna be in Chippendale Rescue Rangers. I think John Mulaney's perfect for that. I think John Mulaney's gonna. I hope he plays either Chip or Dale. 'Cause it's like a hybrid live action CG a la Detective Pikachu. I really hope John Mulaney
oh.
just straight up plays Chip or Dale.
I'm pretty sure the reason they announced Andy Samberg and John Mulaney is that they're playing Chip and Dale.
Chippendale.
Okay, that's perfect. You know, I think if he like really harnesses his Spider Ham from Spider-Verse, he'll be great.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
Lots of potential there. I love Andy Samberg. I can't believe you would just throw his name under the bus like that.
Right?
I almost said Andy Serkis.
Oh my, entirely different people.
They're a little bit different.
Oh, no. That's like opposite sides of the spectrum.
And then they did announce a slew of Disney Plus series that are coming out, such as a Moana show, a Zootopia show, a Baymax show, an Tiana show, because we got to build hype for the Splash Mountain reskin.
Yeah, as they should.
As they should. It was like, look, it was bound to happen eventually. Like that was just such a bad look for Disney, right?
It really was.
Yeah.
Like even though there's nothing like in the ride itself, just the fact that there's a Song of the South ride at all is just a really bad, like you can try and reclaim it with Brer Rabbit, whatever. It's still Song of the South. Like at the end of the day, it's just rough. But I am feeling blessed that we're getting more Big Hero 6 content because I love Big Hero 6.
Yeah, I mean, a Baymax series could be super interesting. I think that that's probably the one that fits the most. Like they have I mean, the Zootopia series seems a little bit cool to me because like you could do the buddy cop dynamic and like I could see how that show works. But even something like Tiana, like what's going to happen in Tiana?
If I see her as a frog for 1 minute.
Kasey, it's actually just her as a frog. It's all the scenes they cut out from the
No.
movie.
It's just the deleted
not like,
scenes.
it's just like all the shorts that they put out. And they just like rerun them.
I really hope it's just Tiana show is just like Chef, but Disney, you know? I just want it to be
Yes.
like restaurant antics. But seriously, for like Zootopia and Moana, I think I'd rather just have another movie than a show, honestly. I don't know
Yeah.
about the whole push for like making everything a TV show.
I mean,
So,
it depends on if they're really going to target it towards a younger audience. Because if so, then I'm fine with that. I think a Moana musical television show for a younger audience could be really fun because those songs really resonated with a bunch of kids. So if they're going to make that and they can make it interesting, I think both Moana and Zootopia have the potential to be good TV shows if you structure them correctly, because
Yeah.
you could go on like quest of the week type things.
Mhm,
But
like a serial type.
yeah,
Mhm.
it just depends on execution.
And I mean that Tangled show did pretty well, I think. I think that struck a pretty big audience as far as I
Oh
know.
yeah.
I didn't know that existed.
Yeah, there's like an animated Tangled show on Disney Channel.
And it's
that
been on forever.
has it?
Yeah, I think so. Like to the point where they've had this is coming from like deep memories. Um I don't know exactly like when it happened, probably 2015, like it was released around that time. And I think it's been going on until like maybe 2019. I'm not sure if it's through present, but it's been around a considerable time.
It has been around since March 24th, 2017 and ended
Dang
in
it.
March 1st, 2020.
You
Oh.
oh, yikes, Casey.
Oh,
A little bit of a
I was
miss.
off. I know. Oh, dang.
We are getting some Disney shows though, actually. We have Raya and the Last Dragon is like the big front runner right now, which I think looks really cool. I'm excited for Raya and the Last Dragon. That's pretty much
That
all.
looks
Yeah.
dope. I've heard people say that it's like
Yes.
just a Moana or sorry, not Moana, a Mulan clone, and I'm like, shut up.
See, and I heard complaints that Raya looks like they just copied the design of like Katara and Korra from Avatar, but like,
No.
Oh.
and I kind
Ugh.
like I kind of see it a little bit, but at the same time, like you can't copyright like a brown woman as like
Yeah.
a character design.
No, that's
right?
all it is, right? It's
It's-
brown woman with slightly curly-ish hair. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm excited though, and I love like it gives me almost sort of Ghibli vibes, Ghibli like Nausicaa, Valley of the Wind, like more because Ghibli used to be kind of high fantasy, so I'm really looking forward to Raya and the Last Dragon. I like the little armadillo things. It looks like a very developed world, and I'm very excited to see some sort of high fantasy from Disney. So I hope
For
they stick
sure.
with that. I think it'll
Yeah.
be epic.
And they're releasing it on Premier Access. How do we feel about the Disney Plus Premier Access?
Oh, is that the pay $30 thing?
Yes.
oh, dumb. Money grubbing.
yeah,
The
I just-
stupidest thing.
I mean, they just took the paywall off Mulan, so like, and that didn't take super long. So I'm honestly like fine just waiting it out on these things.
I don't know. I think it's
Yeah.
because Mulan flopped that they took the
Oh,
paywall off.
You think
but-
they'll never take the paywall off Raya?
Well, it's going to depend on performance. Like if it does well, they're going to extend it for a lot longer than they did on
you're
Mulan.
right. You're so
But
right.
It's stupid to me because it's $30 for a movie. Like if you're just buying that for yourself, then it's overpriced as hell by like times 3, right? If you're buying it with like a partner, still overpriced. So like what is my incentive to get Raya and the Last Dragon for that much money? And why are you doing it on your streaming service? Things like Netflix will just release free movies on their
Yeah,
service.
we already pay for Disney. Oh, that's such a good point with Netflix. Actually, like Netflix, none of their originals are behind paywalls because we
Yeah.
already pay for Netflix.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, just boycott Raya. Actually, you know what? I decided.
I mean, like the economics behind it is probably because Disney Plus it costs less than Netflix. Like Disney Plus, like
does?
actually is a pretty good bet for the free content. Once this all comes out, by the way, because Disney Plus was released 3 years too early and should have a lot more shows on it. But Disney Plus costs less, so they're trying to offset that cost with premium movie content, which I'm not actually sure what the numbers on that are, because if Mulan flops and then Raya and the Last Dragon is now their next big bet, I mean, does that have enough hype behind it to really get the money they're looking for? I don't know.
I think Raya will do a lot better than Mulan did at the very least.
Sure, but like, is it gonna have that impact that they're looking for? I don't know.
And I don't think they're putting everything behind the paywall. Like because from the article I was reading, Raya was one of the only ones they talked about costing $30. Like Soul, the Pixar one. I know we're not in the Pixar section, but I know they were saying like all it said about Soul was like comes out on Disney Plus on Christmas. I was like, oh, I hope we don't have to pay because I really wanted to watch Soul and I'm not going to spend $30 on it.
Soul was 100% a marketing move on them to not do the $30. I think that they were nervous about their constant misfallings with the African American community, so they said we're not going to put this behind a paywall. Otherwise, we're going to get absolutely like killed on social
Destroyed.
media.
True. But either way, I am so hyped for Soul. Like a jazz Pixar. What the meme where it's like, oh, what if Blank had feelings? What if jazz musicians had feelings? Can't wait. Can't wait. But I think rounding out the Disney stuff, there's a couple other movies that were announced. There's a Lion King prequel,
Ooh.
a Little Mermaid live action with Daveed Diggs as Sebastian. I know.
Ew,
Little Mermaid
yes,
is gonna hit.
sir.
Little Mermaid is going to hit. I am so ready.
And the boy from Wonder as Flounder. Yeah.
Oh, the
Yes.
Wonder movie. Oh, Wonder.
I love that movie. What's wrong with that movie?
Have you read the book?
Yes.
I love the book. I've only seen the movie back when it was in theaters. I was just expecting him to be like uglier.
Yeah, he wasn't disfigured enough.
Like when I was reading the book, the way they described it, I was like, oh my gosh, dang. I was like, your brain kind of runs wild with books, like, because your imagination always makes stuff worse than it actually is with horror, I find. So when in the movie, it was like he was just kind of wrinkly, I was like, this is not what I had in mind for a Wonder movie, but that's
Yeah.
cool. He's
I mean,
Flounder?
Yeah, no, he's Flounder. It didn't help that he's already such like a handsome kid already. And they just put like bad makeup over him. But
Yeah, they should have got a little ugly boy to play him.
Oh my James.
Casting call, be ugly.
No.
That would
But
be
yeah,
so
no.
bad.
He's Flounder. I'm excited. I think that movie's going to be really cool as long as they do not CGI it up too much.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I
Hopefully it's good.
wrote down Encanto and Iwaju on my list. I'm not entirely sure what either of those are. I
I
just
can
know
explain
they're-
both.
Okay.
So Encanto is the Lin-Manuel Miranda movie that is going to be set in Colombia. He's writing all the music for it. And literally the only thing they've released is a picture of a fancy house in like a rainforest. And they're saying like Encanto. Like that's basically all they've released so far.
I mean, he makes good music, so
And
I'm
then
not worried.
Iwaju is a television show set in Wakanda.
Oh, what?
What?
Like straight up Wakanda?
It is a long-form animated series set in a Wakanda-like world.
Oh.
I was about to say. I was like, wait a
MCU?
minute.
Wait, long form? So we're talking like a multi-season overarching narrative. Iwaju? Whoa, wait, okay. I'm kind of excited now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, go off. Aren't they working with the Pan-African something for Iwaju?
Yeah. Comic book entertainment company Kujali.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Good.
So
Good.
they've already told a lot of stories from the African perspective, it says. Those are words directly lifted from this Screen Rant article. And yeah, it seems like they've done tons of movies that already have African stories. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do with Iwaju.
And I trust,
Oh,
I think
yes.
it's good to see them working with people of that, ethnicity to tell their own story. Like, way to not commandeer it. So good for Disney there.
Mhm.
But the only other things I have on my Disney list are ones that I am personally very excited about. And that is the animated Diary of a Wimpy Kid and the animated Night at the Museum. I wasn't expecting either of
wow.
those. Was
Night
not-
at
that-
the Museum.
Yeah, Night at the Museum, which I love Night at the Museum so much. So I'm excited. I hope they don't mess it up. But I was not expecting another Diary of a Wimpy Kid reboot so soon after the last one, because they just rebooted it.
Yeah.
You
But the
remember that?
reboot was a flop.
Oh yeah, it was a flop, but I just expected them to let it lie for a few years,
Totally.
But
yeah.
it's animated. It's not live action, which I don't think any of them will ever top those original live action Diary of a Wimpy Kid
Oh,
movies.
me either.
I don't know why they keep trying to remake it. It feels like that story's been told several times already.
Just the story of Greg Heffley being a sociopath.
Yeah, just being crazy.
Are they still
Literally.
making books?
Probably. I mean, like, you're making millions as that guy. Why would you
How
stop?
long has this boy been in middle school?
He just never leaves. It's a hellscape.
The timeline does not ever add up. But that's everything I have for Disney. Oh, this is terrifying. I just got a notification from my phone saying they can now give me notifications when I may have been exposed to COVID.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I
That
turned that on.
that's kind of scary though to me. I don't know.
What,
I've-
Snapchat already knows your location?
I guess so. I guess it is just location based, right? And they just see like the frequency of iPhones in one place or something, I bet, and be
Yeah,
like,
well-
"Oh, that's COVID."
I mean, yeah, if they get a report and they trace it to a place and they know that your phone was in that place, then, go ahead. Honestly, I don't care what the government does with my location data because all I'm doing is staying in my house all day.
That's kind of how I feel. I like all the you guys seen The Social Dilemma on Netflix? Frankly,
no.
it's this documentary about how like big tech blah 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 is taking your data and is doing all this stuff with it, and they're like auctioning your data off to corporations to sell you ads, blah blah blah. But it's like maybe this is a hot take, but I don't really care. Big
Oh
tech
no, my ads are better for me. Whatever shall I do?
but big tech already has all my information anyways, I'm sure. Like
True.
I didn't care before I knew. Why
Well,
would my life is not going to change significantly, I have a feeling.
just knowing what I searched up on Google, I honestly do not care. Like, whatever.
Yeah.
Sell me ads for it.
Honestly. But have you guys ever tried like talking about something and then you see like memes featuring that thing?
Yeah.
My
like,
mom did that.
It's so crazy. Like I was talking to my
Yeah.
friend about how it's just everything I talk about with this person are like explore pages are suddenly filled with memes about it. Like I was talking about how cold my hands always are, and then she was like, "I just saw this meme, and it was like nobody, my hands, and then it was like ice cubes, and it's just like these weird. It's like these don't seem like human things. Like this
That
is
is
insane.
really strangely on the mark.
Right?
Yeah,
It's just
because
weird.
Yeah, because the phones are tracking what you say, and then they take that data and then they put it into your recommendations.
They're always listening, but like I said, I don't care. As long as you don't say anything to put you on a list, you're probably fine.
Right. Be nice to
Exactly.
Siri, because when the AI rises up,
Oh my gosh,
she knows
Rocco's
everything.
Oh no.
Pixar's pretty brief. The Pixar didn't have too many announcements. Do you guys want to talk about Pixar?
Sure. Very quickly.
Sure.
Let's just bomb. All right. First things first, we got Soul coming out on Christmas. I've already said I'm excited about it. Are you guys excited about it?
Yeah.
I think it's cool that
Excited
it's coming
about
out.
it.
Maybe I'll watch it on Christmas if I don't have to pay for it. But yeah. There's an Up show about Doug. Hey.
Boo.
Boo.
I don't think that show needs to be made at all.
Well, I don't think, look, if we're going to be really honest, you want to know a secret? I don't think 75% of anything Disney announced at D23 had to be made.
Hot take
I feel
and
like
true.
Hot
A
take.
lot of this is fat cash grabs. No one asked for 70% of this stuff. Like, seriously.
Mhm.
But I mean, nonetheless, I'm going to talk about it and I'm going to feign excitement over it. And I'm honestly, I'm kind of excited. I mean, Disney can just churn out whatever they want at this point. Like this, I think just the sheer quantity of stuff they just announced this thing, there's no way all of it's going to be good. And there's right, like that's just me. I
No,
feel like
yeah.
this is all very disingenuine. I feel.
My bet is that half of this doesn't actually get released because what they're doing here is they're trying to get you to buy their streaming service, right? And they're selling it to you on the promise that these shows will come out with no date release on when they're coming out. Some of them are not coming out for 2 years. Most of these are probably going to get either backlogged forever, stuck in production hell, or just straight up canceled because they're not going to make it. Like Disney has
Shout
no
out
intention.
You.
Yeah, like,
this is they took the MCU strategy for announcing things and just applied it to everything they'll ever do from
Everything.
now on.
yeah. No,
And
it's 100%
little
what's going to
scared.
happen.
I'm a little scared because a lot of MCU stuff got canceled before. Like, how long have we been waiting for the Immortals movie?
For Black
Forever.
Widow.
Well, no.
I'm
Immortals was supposed to come out in phase 2. Anyways, I have my gripes about movie marketing, but anyways, they're making a Buzz Lightyear movie with Chris Evans for some reason, and not the actual.
Yes.
Why
well,
not the actor of
because
Buzz
Tim
Lightyear?
Allen's problematic now.
Is he?
Well, yeah. Well, there's like a series of like tweets and stuff, and him being like very like super supportive of people that he might not or shouldn't be super supportive in a way that could hurt his career. And yeah. So it's kind of like
I
that kind of
see.
a yeah. And
I
he's
wonder how he
also
feels. I wonder how he feels about getting replaced by Chris Evans. Like,
I think, at least what
Hopefully
I've interpreted
honored.
from it, is that this is like the real Buzz Lightyear.
did
Like,
you say hopefully honored, Casey?
hopefully.
Yeah.
Hey, if I was
Yes, I
replacing Chris
did.
Evans, yeah, I'd be honored.
If someone chose to cast Chris Evans as me, I would be honored.
But
Christopher Jamal Evans. Yes.
oh my gosh, yes. But the way that I interpreted it is that this show is like if Buzz Aldrin had a action figure made of him. There was a movie about the action figure, and now we're telling the story of Buzz Aldrin. Like,
Is that what they're going for?
I
I
think
think
it is
so.
because Lightyear looks, or like whoever's in the still that they showed looks very real.
Yeah, he
So
does.
I think it's like the heroic space mission that will tie into the themes of Buzz Lightyear's character, and you'll see why they would make, a toy or
Oh,
something.
and I bet at the very end they're gonna like be stocking the shelves or whatever, and we get like a close up of them putting the Buzz Lightyear toy, and then he like winks at the camera or something, and it cuts to black.
Yes.
Yeah, like maybe
James
Lightyear
is calling
dies
it
or
now.
something, and this is like the way that corporations are making money off of him. I
Are we
don't
gonna
know.
get some anti-corporate themes? Jeez.
Probably?
We've
Heck
also
yeah.
got a Cars show about Buzz Lightyear and Tow Mater on a road trip across the country.
Lightning McQueen
Lightning McQueen.
and
What did I
Terminator.
say?
Buzz
Buzz
Lightyear.
Lightyear.
Oh,
I don't know how you do that, man. That is
I don't know.
Wow.
But I think that looks nice. I think that'll be whatever. Who asked for a Cars show? No one. I don't care.
We've
but
had car
but
shows.
I'm not.
Like
we
that's
have-
what kills me. Yeah,
Oh,
we
the
had the
Mater one.
whole. Yeah, and we'd have like all the Cars shorts, all this stuff. Like
They're good.
they were good. I'm not saying they're bad, but it's just like y'all.
All these announcements at D23, and we couldn't get a Kick Butowski reboot. Is just
Bro,
all.
that's what I'm talking about.
so good.
Where's Gravity Falls season 3? Where's like the stuff that people actually want? like Kick Butowski.
I'm pretty
I
sure
love Kick.
Did you
Kick
used to watch
Butowski's
Kick
legendary.
Butowski?
Yes.
Yes,
missed
that
that
was
show.
quality Disney XD.
And every episode, Kick Butowski would like die. He would get so.
He'd get brutalized, and then
And
the
he
next
never
day,
talked. Did he ever talk? Did he talk?
Yeah, no,
would
he talked.
talk, yeah.
Yeah, to
Oh,
Gunther.
yeah. Oh,
Gunther.
Oh my
Gunther,
gosh.
his Viking friend.
Butowski was kind of thick. I remember, like he.
No,
was
he
was cheeked up for sure.
caked up on a Tuesday afternoon.
Oh,
Well, yeah,
maybe
the
next
formula
year.
to Kick Butowski was crash, get your suit blowed up, and then you have to walk back home naked and like
Oh.
charred,
Yeah,
and
that's
then do the
literally,
thing you're
yeah.
intending on doing.
Oh my gosh.
They hit the
Maybe-
trifecta, like absentee parents, violence against children,
Literally slapstick humor.
no consequences.
Oh, so
Where maybe at D24 they'll announce. Oh my gosh! Ready? I'm gonna make this our thumbnail. Kick Butowski, but with a 2, right? Kick Butowski.
Oh my
I can't wait for Kick Butowski.
This is horrible.
They're making a movie called Luca about an Italian boy. It's like Call
The-
Me by Your Name.
Least hype.
No.
movie I've ever heard of.
No.
It's like Italian boy Luca has an affinity for peaches. What? I've never seen Call Me by Your Name, but I just know.
Oh yeah. Let's just swiftly change the
Oh,
subject.
Timothy. We've also got Turning Red, about a teenage girl experiencing awkward teenage years, but when she gets too awkward, she turns into a giant red panda.
That seems really fun.
Oh,
Yeah,
that seems
I'm
cute.
so down for that movie.
Sure. I was looking at the character model for her, and it looks like they're taking the CalArts 2D animation trend that swept the nation and just turning it 3D now. So there's that to look forward to.
Yes.
I like the memes where it's like capitalism breeds innovation, and it shows all the TV shows with the CalArts 2D style that look exactly the same, right? Oh man. But here's the one I thought Kasey would be interested in. And that's because it's just a Disney version of it's just a Pixar version of Haikyuu. And that is Win and Lose. It's about a boys volleyball team gearing up for their final championship game. But here's the cool thing is that each episode is told from the perspective of a different team member, which I think will be very fun. But it's just Pixar Haikyuu. So I thought Kasey
Yes.
I'm going to burst your bubble. It's not volleyball, it's softball.
Oh, I thought it said volleyball. Never mind.
Does that make it worse?
Yeah,
Softball,
it does.
because now it's lame, because softball's a lame sport. Yeah.
That really does make it a lot worse. I thought it was volleyball.
I appreciate the sentiment, James.
I read that and I was like,
looking out for me.
This looks so good. I was like, Kasey's gonna love this. It should be volleyball.
It should be.
I'm gonna write them a letter and say, hey, can you change it to volleyball?
Can you change it?
They should. Softball sucks.
Why not just do baseball? Why would you actively choose softball?
Well, that's the weird thing. Yeah, why softball?
It's like local T-ball team gears up for their championship game.
And it's middle schoolers. It's a co-ed middle school softball team.
Oh, it's co-ed? I thought it was a boys volleyball. I read like team show championship and I was like, oh, it must be an all boys volleyball team.
It's just haiku. Yeah.
I was like, oh, it must be haiku. I really my reading comprehension is not very good, guys. That's all I saw from Pixar, really. Did you? I mean, am I missing anything?
Nope. That is everything that
No.
I saw too.
All right, then let's dive into the good stuff. All right, guys, Lucasfilm or Marvel?
Lucasfilms.
I sort of want to save Lucasfilm for last because they're the best.
And they have.
Fair.
I will save my favorite announcement of Lucasfilm for last. Absolutely. So Marvel then.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do
All
Marvel.
right, baby. We have a lot to talk about here.
Lord.
All right, starting us off.
Let's
We got
get into
Secret.
it.
We got Secret Invasion about Nick Fury and that Skrull guy. They get a show. Okay, here's the thing with Marvel. They're like Oprah right now. Literally any character who's ever spoken is getting a TV show. It's insane.
Yeah.
You get a show.
Why?
You get a show. You
like-
get a mini series.
You know who deserves a miniseries? Oh, that Skrull from Captain Marvel. Yeah, let's give him a. Why not? I guess
the
it will be.
unfunny one.
Yeah, the unfunny one. I guess it'll be good to like fill in kind of what on earth is going on in that post-credit scene of Far From Home. But I like
yeah.
since Endgame kind of killed all my Marvel hype at this point. Like Endgame was about probably I feel like as good as it'll get for Marvel, and I don't have the emotional energy to kind of get reinvested in a new universe. Like post Endgame, I feel like it's hard to get the hype going again, you know?
Yeah.
Because you ended the game.
You ended the game, man.
You ended the game. Where are we going?
Caveat, I've never been more excited for a Marvel movie than I am for Spider-Man 3. The third Tom Holland Spider-Man movie is going to be insane. Live action Spider-Verse. Andrew Garfield signed on. Tobey Maguire signed on.
Yes.
Doc Ock from Spider-Man 2 is back. There's rumors that Mary Jane is coming back. There's rumors that Emma Stone signed on.
That's
As-
great.
It's Gwen Stacy.
Gwen Stacy, Spider-Gwen maybe.
Oh,
This is going to be insane, guys.
Isn't Sam Raimi
living.
also
I hope so.
directing? Yeah, I think that's what I saw.
No way. Hold on. I have to
hold on.
Google this right now.
Because I think that's what I saw, like,
Tom Holland, Spider-Man 3, Sam
Briefly.
Raimi.
yeah, baby. Steel Trap. I hope.
It's John
I could
Watts.
be.
It's John Watts. Hold
Dang
on.
it.
Screen rant. Every character returning to Spider-Man 3 so far. Tom Holland, Zendaya's MJ, sure. All right, Ned's back. Flash is back. Okay,
Yay,
so all
Ned.
the regulars are back. Doctor Strange is going to be in it. Jamie
Oh, I
Foxx
did
as
see
Electro.
that.
Alfred Molina as Otto Octavius is coming back. Tobey Maguire is coming back. Andrew Garfield's coming back. Emma Stone's coming back. Kristen Dunst will be returning as Mary Jane Watson.
Yes.
Daredevil's going to be in it.
Oh, yeah. I saw
I
that.
was hyped about that. The Daredevil Netflix show is phenomenal.
It's
This
really, really
movie
good.
This movie is going to be better than Endgame. Like, this is the crossover I've been waiting for. Like, they say
Right.
Endgame is the most ambitious crossover. Dude, you're not ready
This is.
for Spider-Man 3. I don't know what they're going to call it. Something with home in it, I guess. Right? Like
There's a
Reunion
lot
at
of
home.
Stay at home order.
Stay at home. It's just all of them in a basement.
Yeah, it's like we would be solving crime, but the 10 p.m. curfew, we kind of had to go.
10 p.m. curfew.
Newsom, for some reason, has jurisdiction in New York. But seriously, Spider-Man has been part of our DNA here at Socratic Cinema for a really long time, so I can't wait for this. We've got Ironheart, which I think is going to be really cool.
Ma'am, yes.
Ready for Ironheart, totally. We've got Armor Wars, which
the least type show.
Who cares? That's a
Dang.
big fat who cares on Armor Wars for me.
I like Don Cheadle though, but
I do. I love War Machine, but like,
Okay, do you really like War Machine? Like, he's cool. Can you
Iron
really take
Patriot.
a show about Don Cheadle as War
ooh,
Machine?
guys, Iron Patriot, everyone's favorite character from the MCU, and then he went back to War Machine for some reason.
Patriotic Iron Man. That's all he is.
Why was Iron Patriot even they changed him to Iron Patriot and then they changed him back. I don't.
Well, they
You're-
switched
They
actors.
don't think we pay attention to the
Well, that was
black
different.
sidekicks. They really
No,
don't.
they're like, you know what? We'll give him a show, I guess.
Oh, is he Iron
Give him a
Patriot now?
Literally, the fact that all the black sidekicks are getting a show, I'm here for it. But also, like,
we can do
please,
better.
We can do better.
Hey, Shuri
But
might
yeah.
be getting Black Panther status.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
is.
That'd be
That's
really
all.
cool. I'm cool with that. Maybe we'll see some more like actual interesting Iron Man villains in Armor Wars though. Like, I'm not gonna lie, Mandarin or whatever.
Don't
eh.
That
do
was a
that to
letdown.
Don Cheadle. Please,
that.
just like trash everything with him. It's such a boring. He's not a good lead for that.
But I feel like they have a chance to do some cool Iron Man villains like Crimson Dynamo.
Okay, but
Oh,
Don
yeah.
Cheadle is fighting them.
Stop. Leave him alone. We're
Leave
moving
him
on.
alone. Dang.
WandaVision.
I
WandaVision
can
looks
get
really
behind
cool.
it.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm
look,
down with WandaVision.
hot take. Don't care. WandaVision. I don't
just
really
like-
care about Scarlet Witch or Vision.
No, I don't care about them, but I kind of like the idea of this weird, kind of trippy, psychedelic 1950s like aesthetic.
Yeah.
I think it'll be like a trippy show. So I'm excited.
But they're only doing that for like the first episode.
Oh,
And
then I'll
like,
just watch the first episode. We got Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yes, I've been waiting. I've been
Sure.
waiting for this one.
See, this one is one of the ones where I'm kind of like, I think I watched Winter Soldier at an age where I was too young to get it, like to get why it was good. So, and I never rewatched it. So I don't like, I never understood like the Winter Soldier is the best MCU movie hype. And so when they announced the show, all I can think of is like my kind of so-so experience with Winter Soldier. And so I'm like not excited, you know? Which I'm
Yeah.
sad about because I feel like it'll be good. And I'm sure if I watched Winter Soldier again, I'd like get it. But at this point, I'm just like, I don't know.
See
Sa-
that?
Yeah,
I
that's
feel the
fair.
same way with Loki. I feel the same way with the Loki show. Like I'm kind of Loki'd out with all the twists and turns we've had with him.
No, I just love Loki. I just love those
I
types
do.
of characters.
Fair enough.
So
Yeah,
I'm
and-
hyped for
and-
Loki.
And like, fair enough. I know so many people love these characters, but it's just like me
Yeah.
personally, I'm not too invested in Loki's story anymore.
I feel like the formula that they're using is they're like, okay, we're gonna take fan favorites, and then we're gonna take like people that there's been arguments about whether or not they were robbed, and then we're just gonna get them a show. That's how it kind of boils
I
down
just-
to for me.
I just don't want it to be where I have to watch. I don't want all these shows to be required watching for the movies. Like,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, like Agents of Shield.
I don't want to have to watch these 20 announcements that Marvel did in order to be able to watch the movies. Like, that's way too much watching. I
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah.
I'm not like, I'm sorry. You can't make me sit through Armor Wars in order to watch the next. I'm not going to do it.
Well, this is why you're going to love perhaps my favorite announcement of all the Marvel stuff, and that's What If. I know they've had it
Yes, I'm hyped.
for a while, but What If is going to be phenomenal. I'm telling you.
I have no particular feelings towards What If either way. I'm going in with an open mind on What If. I know the gist is just kind of like alternate histories for Marvel, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's animated. They're getting the same voice actors as the actors in the movie. So
Have they announced
It's
like
gonna be
a
good.
how do we have any examples of what a what if episode twist might be?
yeah, we
Just so
have
I could
some leaks.
What are
Uh,
some
Yeah.
examples? Do you know off the top of your head? Just because I want to like get a better idea of what they're really going for here, you know?
I think that one of them. Oh gosh, what was it?
Well, we got Peggy Carter being Captain America,
Okay, that'll be good.
Mhm.
and we have, instead of Peter Quill getting picked up, we have T'Challa getting picked up and becoming
Whoa.
Star-Lord.
That's
That one was wild. I was
that's
like,
such
wait,
an arbitrary
but I'm
pick,
kind of-
too. But that's crazy. Okay, yeah, sure. I'm down for what if. There was a lot of focus on Miss Marvel. I wasn't expecting that.
Yes, Miss Marvel. I
Yeah.
love Miss Marvel. She's
Yeah,
such a
I'm
good
down.
character.
Super down for Miss Marvel. Sure. Just hope I
yes,
don't.
especially after all the drama.
Huh?
The drama with like did you guys not see that where they were doing like casting calls, and then a girl who went to audition didn't get it and then released the script?
What? And see, no, I totally checked out of Marvel news. Like
That's crazy.
That was
that's
insane. Yeah.
I wonder if it's still out there anywhere. My favorite
think-
script.
yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm not entirely sure. I know that a lot of people like came for him, and I'm pretty sure it got taken down
Yeah.
almost immediately because
Disney
Marvel's
lawyers are good.
been about it. Disney's been about it. She's not going to do
She-
anything for a while.
My favorite script leaking story is always when John Boyega left his Rise of Skywalker script in a hotel under his pillow on accident. Like how? How do you
Can't
do
believe
that?
it.
Oh geez. We've got the Hawkeye show, even though Jeremy Renner is kind of like isn't I remember enough to know that Jeremy Renner there was like some drama with his wife and people weren't sure if Marvel was gonna bring him back, right? But guess-
I didn't hear about that.
yeah, I guess he was like maybe there was like some messy divorces with his wife and all sorts of
Oh.
mudslinging. So
Happens to every
Yikes.
person.
Well, he's in the like behind the scenes still, so
oh yeah, he's gonna be in it for sure.
Yeah.
She-Hulk. I don't.
Oh,
Well-
She-Hulk, I'm totally not interested in. I do want to say I think Hawkeye could be really cool because those comics are super interesting.
Oh
Uh,
sure.
Where he's like teaching his daughter how to be Hawkeye and doing adventures with
Oh
her.
yeah. that'd
is
be
it
cool.
his daughter? Because they have different last names.
They might have changed it, but it's some girl, like just some young
Oh.
girl. They go on adventures together.
Oh, okay, for sure.
But
Because I couldn't remember if it was daughter or niece.
something like that. Some
Oh,
yeah.
relation.
Not gonna lie, I forgot She-Hulk was coming out for a little bit. I just want to see the design for She-Hulk, and then I'll move on and like probably not watch the show.
She-Hulk is Hulk is just not like a super compelling solo character, and She-Hulk is even less so because we've already seen how somebody deals with being a Hulk.
Yeah,
So
I think
like,
Abomination is gonna be in it, which will be cool. We haven't seen him in a while.
Sure,
long
I
time.
mean-
By Tim Roth.
Yeah.
Moon Knight though is gonna be hype with Oscar Isaac
yeah.
as.
Oh,
as
it is
Moon
Oscar
Knight.
Isaac?
Oh
So
yeah.
I'm
I
ready.
think so. Yeah.
I'm sold on Moon Knight then. No release date on a lot of these also. No word on a release date on Moon Knight. But yeah, I'm excited. Moon Knight seems like a really cool character. Was not expecting the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special to be announced. I hope it's good. I don't know what to there's so many of these I don't even know what to say anymore. It's like I'm sure it'll be good. Same with the I Am Groot show. Like it's just baby I Am Groot is entirely a baby Groot cash grab thing.
Oh, yeah.
There's gonna be important content in I Am Groot. It's gonna be all just like baby Groot.
It's just short films. It's just like 10-minute short films.
Yeah.
of Groot.
It's just Disney shorts. Like whatever.
Yeah.
We got Ant-Man Quantumania with Kang the Conqueror though.
Oh, did wake me up from my slumber there.
Yeah.
Uh,
After Ant-Man and the Wasp, I'm a little bit sleep on Ant-Man, but Kang the Conqueror, maybe he'll be like Thanos too. Maybe he's the next big bad we're building towards. I don't know.
Oh,
cool.
maybe.
Could be cool.
Him
King of
or-
Monsters, dope.
As far as implications,
Galactus?
yeah. As far as the next big bad is concerned, adding in the Fantastic Four opens up a whole lot of doors
Oh,
here,
yes.
guys.
Yes.
Like Galactus, Silver Surfer, Doctor Doom. We got options. My only worry about the Fantastic Four movie is that it's directed by the guy who did the last Fantastic Four live action.
No, it's not.
No,
Really?
Why would
I
they
think
do
it is.
that?
Or one of the live,
It makes
No.
no
It's John
sense.
Watts. It's John Watts. We're fine.
It's
Did he
John
not?
Watts.
Did he not direct? I heard someone say it was the guy who directed the other Fantastic Four movies.
Well, John Watts
Now I have
did the
to-
new Spider-Mans, so we're fine.
Fantastic Four director
There is no
Uh,
possible way that he did.
Josh Trank did the last one.
Okay, yeah, no.
Okay, then we're fine.
Wait. Someone lied to me.
Yeah, someone
Oh.
totally lied to you.
Anyways,
to your face.
hope John Krasinski plays Mr. Fantastic.
Please.
And Emily Blunt plays Invisible.
Oh my God,
Oh,
Please.
that was so
I would
good.
kill for Krasinski and Emily Blunt in Fantastic Four.
That's
Black
all I
Widow.
want.
Black Widow.
Boo,
We've
boring.
waited so long.
Talk to
Just
me a year
release
ago
it.
and I would have been excited. Like talk
Even
to
a
me,
year ago. Hey,
Yeah.
Black Widow. Everyone says that Hawkeye's the lame one. Black Widow is the lame one.
Her,
of-
Ooh, that's
the
a hot
original
take.
Avengers.
they did her kind of wrong. Like,
They really did.
why is every cool female character's backstory that they're like neutered? Why is that? Like,
Dude.
why is that? I don't know. Let Black Widow rest in
Yeah.
peace, please.
Yeah.
Right.
Shang-Chi. People seem very excited about Shang-Chi.
I am
Yeah.
excited about
Hyped.
Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
All
Superpowered kung fu
Asian
film?
superhero movie. Yes.
Don't know much about it, but hey, I'm excited. I think it looks like a very good, like, the energy from the set seems to be really, really good from everything
Well,
I've seen.
To be fair, we did see the first superpowered all cast Asian movie, and that was Mulan, and that absolutely flopped. So let's hope that Disney has learned from their mistakes.
I hope so. We
Oh, yeah.
have Eternals. I have no idea what that's supposed to be about.
Yeah, no clue.
We have Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. It's good to
Dope.
know we're building some multiverse stuff. That's probably how they're gonna. I have a feeling Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is gonna play in a lot with Spider-Man. How they're gonna bring in all those old guys.
Yeah.
Isn't that the one that's supposed to be more like horror-ish?
Yeah,
Yes.
I've heard that, and it also is gonna have
Oh,
Scarlet Witch in
okay.
it. I bet. Okay, here's what I bet. Doctor Strange is gonna like harness Scarlet Witch's powers, and she's gonna open the multiverse, and they're gonna encounter some eldritch horrors in there, and then somehow they're gonna use that power to summon all the other Spider-Men when Tom Holland needs help fighting whatever bad guy.
Which
So
one is
whatever.
coming out first?
I don't know, but I feel like it doesn't really matter. Like one's
Sure.
gonna cause the other is my point.
Yeah.
I think Vulture is also coming back for the next Spider-Man movie, Michael Keaton.
I saw that too.
And
Oh,
also
Michael Keaton.
that guy in the post-credit of Homecoming is Scorpion. So that's who that is.
Oh,
So we're gonna get some
cool.
Scorpion content. We've got Thor, Love, and Thunder. I have a feeling it's just gonna be like Ragnarok 2.
Okay. Thor Love and Thunder is going to be great because have you guys heard the casting for the main villain?
Oh yeah, Christian Bale.
Christian
Yeah.
Bale as Gore the God Butcher.
I don't know who that is, but I'm excited.
I don't really either, but I looked up what Gore the God Butcher looks like, and it is absolutely goddamn wild. Like,
I'm gonna hold on, I'm googling it now.
Let
Is
me-
Thor is he gonna be fat Thor?
I don't care if he's fat Thor or not.
No,
Like,
I don't
honestly.
either. I'm just curious. Holy
Oh
maybe.
wow.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
This
so
is-
imagine Christian Bale butchering some gods as Gore. the
All
God
right.
Butcher.
I feel like he can.
American Psycho. Part
I bet he.
two.
Oh boy, yeah, he can pull this look off for sure. I bet.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. That's cool. Isn't Natalie Portman coming back for Love and Thunder?
She is, yeah.
Is she going to be the main character? That's the question, huh?
When it first came out, people were saying that she was going to come back and be Thor, and everyone
Yeah.
was like kind of losing their minds over it.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I don't know if they're keeping that, changing that.
No clue, honestly, but it's good to have her back.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is still happening. Thor's still in it. Blade is still happening. We still know next to nothing about it. Black Panther's.
Please do Mahershala good.
Please do him.
That's all I'm asking.
Black Panther 2
all
is
I'm
coming
asking.
out still.
Oh, I have a question about that. For
Yeah.
Black Panther 2. They announced that they're not going to recast T'Challa like ever. How do we feel about that? Because I have mixed feelings.
Well, here's probably what
about
they're gonna do.
just-
They're probably gonna pull like a Carrie Fisher and somehow scrap together Black Panther 2 with T'Challa. And maybe they'll include some sort of. I have a feeling what they mean by recast T'Challa. I mean, they said they won't recast T'Challa, not they won't recast Black Panther. So they'll probably have T'Challa die or pass the torch on somehow, and then we'll just have a new Black Panther. So I feel like they'll round out T'Challa's story in this movie and pass the torch on to Shuri. Because they had careful wording, not recast T'Challa, or like they won't recast T'Challa, sure, but they can recast Black Panther still. Because those are, I mean, that's the whole shtick with Black Panther is that it's a mantle passed down right through the family.
Yeah.
So I'm not super worried. I'm not concerned. I don't think.
My only thing with that is that Lucasfilm and Marvel operate differently when it comes to how they do their shooting schedules. Because Marvel has built in reshoots into all of their contracts with their actors, because the Marvel films are changing so quickly, right? And they make all these changes in post because they want to see the story be better than it is. So I have some reservations about saying that they're going to pull a Carrie Fisher with Black Panther, just because Lucasfilm, although they're more typical in their movie making and don't do as many reshoots, Marvel is like all at it. Like, if we need you to reshoot something, we're going to have you do it. So we'll see.
Yeah.
I honestly think it's fine if he gets killed off screen, because I think that the fans
Same.
love Chadwick Boseman enough to like not want to have like ghost Chadwick.
Yeah, we're gonna pull a Ymir.
Please don't do that. Please don't do that. But yeah, I agree with Charlie that I think the best way would just be like something happened to him.
Yeah.
and
I
then
agree.
just move it along.
Maybe we get a touching like funeral scene, but we don't need to see.
Oh God, I will be crying.
You guys want to hear the last Marvel announcement that I'm absolutely not excited for?
Sure.
Captain Marvel 2.
Fair.
Sorry, I just really didn't like Captain Marvel.
Yeah, Brie Larson was not great in that.
I don't want to bash on Brie Larson because I know she's
Oh, I'm fine with bashing on Brie.
We know you're fine on
she's had a rough go of it, but I just like, aside from the soundtrack of that movie and like some kind of good Nick Fury Brie Larson content, it was not the best. Like, they hyped up Captain Marvel to be this game changer, and then she was just like, it was fine. I don't know. Maybe the second one will be better, but there's a light at the end of the tunnel here, guys. We're on to our last category. Let's talk about Lucasfilm. There's not nearly as many announcements in this one, so let's dive right. I say we should start with the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. So hyped. We've known about it for a while, but the announcement that Hayden Christensen is coming back as Darth Vader is insane. I wasn't expecting that, and I'm excited about it.
Mm-hmm.
It takes place 10 years after Revenge of the Sith, though, which is interesting. An interesting choice, I think.
How much time is there between Revenge of the Sith and between Revenge and the Sith and A New Hope? I have to always remember the names.
Something like probably 18 years, because Luke is roughly 18 in A New Hope, and he was born in Revenge of the Sith.
So it's about halfway through. We have to be careful of where Maul shows up in the story. I find it hard to believe that Vader would come to Tatooine, though, and they're sort of pitching this as Obi-Wan is on Tatooine.
And they're also pitching it as Obi-Wan and Vader are going to have a rematch.
Are they? So maybe Obi-Wan's not on Tatooine then.
They're talking about how like this is the fated, like the first time they see each other since, Revenge of the Sith.
He chopped his legs off.
Yeah, so I'm very curious for how this is going to go down.
Interesting.
But high hopes for Kenobi. I'm excited. Ewan McGregor's great, and apparently he's very happy about being back with Hayden Christensen.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because I think the fans sort of turned around on Hayden.
They super did.
It was initial like absolute hate, and now they love him. And I think that Hayden Christensen as Darth Vader, I think they sort of need to pitch shift his voice down and like do a combination between him and James Earl Jones at that point.
Probably.
But I think if they nail that, I'm fine with Hayden Christensen, who's probably a more experienced actor now, go and be a better Vader.
Yeah, I don't mind Hayden Christensen.
Yeah.
I don't mind him.
He's horrible in the original trilogy, but I think that he's better now.
Attack of the Clones is one of the hardest movies to watch. Absolutely. Rangers of the New Republic?
So does anyone know what that actually is about? Because my bet is that it's like a Cara Dune type thing.
I think it's about the X-Wing pilots from Mando.
Yeah, it says it's set within the timeline of The Mandalorian, and all it says is that Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni
Cool.
are going to intersect with future stories that culminate in the climatic story event.
So
Into a Yeah.
So it looks like Disney's new focus, in fact, is not the High Republic like they said it would. It looks like it's the space between 6 and 7 is, I guess, Disney's new favorite time period to exploit. Because there's a few shows taking place in that time period.
Well, totally. I mean, the fans responded a lot better to Mandalorian than they did Last Jedi. So when you have Ryan Johnson helming, whatever New Republic crazy thing they're doing, or sorry, High Republic, whatever they call it, I don't know. And then you have everybody loving Baby Yoda and the Mandalorian and all the characters that are popping up there. Like, obviously, they're going to shift their resources.
Totally.
So, and I'm fine with that. I think that the Ahsoka spinoff is going to be dope. I think that, this Rangers thing could be dope.
Speaking of the Ahsoka thing, that's next on my list, and that's also in this same time period. It's also between 6 and 7. I'm fine with it. I thought Rosario Dawson did fine. I hope they fix her design a little bit. I just felt weird about how short her thingies were, and I get it was for practical reasons, but I just think they can touch up her design a little bit maybe for the Ahsoka series somehow. I don't know. That's really my only thing on it, but I'm totally cool with the live action Ahsoka series.
Oh my god! Wait, no, the live action Ahsoka series is going to have Thrawn in it.
Oh,
that's not confirmed. That's like a theory from me, but that's what it's going to be. Like, I will bet my left leg. That the story event they're talking about is that everybody's coming together to fight Thrawn.
I bet it'll have Sabine in it then, because that's the last time we saw Ahsoka before Mandalorian.
Yeah,
was teaming up with Sabine to go find, because Ezra and Thrawn are both in the same place, right?
I never finished the show.
I didn't either, but I know they were both I know they're both exiled in this weird liminal space thing. And so Ahsoka's going to find him, and presumably she's trying to find Thrawn so she can find Ezra. But
probably
sure. Whatever, man. Sure, why not? I'll watch whatever. Andor show,
Boo, Rogue One had bad characters and Andor was a part of that.
No.
Boo.
Charlie's only personality trait is disliking Rogue One.
Boo.
Bad Batch show. I'm more excited than I thought I was going to be.
Hype.
Yeah, it just looks like more Clone Wars, which I'm fine with. It's got Fennec in it, the sniper from Mando, so that's cool.
Oh, wait, really? They have Fennec in it?
Yeah, that's who that. Did you watch the trailer? That's who that sniper lady was with the helmet.
Oh, shoot. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
I was I recognized that helmet from somewhere, and then I was just dumb and didn't make the connection.
Yeah, so you know what? That's cool. It looks like the Bad Batch are bad guys though, because there's that scene of Tarkin being like, "Hey, good job, Bad Batch, Imperial boys."
Imperial boys.
Well, they were also fighting clone troopers, a whole bunch of it, and we know that the clones are the new Empire. So
I'm very confused as to what side the Bad Batch is going to be on, but whatever.
I think they're on their side. Like the Bad Batch is very much, I think, going to become a mercenary group, more or less.
Ooh, that could be interesting.
Because they don't get the orders for Order 66.
Oh.
So they're not against the Jedi, and they don't have those chips in their brains. So,
we've got Droid Story. I don't really know much about it.
Wait, I think this. Oh, whoa, hold on. Before I say that and make a lot of people mad, go on.
We've got Droid Story. We've got Lando show, which I believe is. I hope it's Donald Glover.
Please, really do.
If it is Donald Glover, so down for a Donald Glover Lando show. So down. I love him so much as Lando. We've also got Star Wars Acolyte, which is a mystery thriller show set in the High Republic. And it's about the dark side. So a Sith-centered mystery Star Wars thriller. We've never seen something like this before. So
it's going to be very, very cool.
What, Acolyte?
Yeah, Acolyte seems like it's going to be very dope. And this also might be the wading into the High Republic setting or whatever we're looking for.
I think so. Yeah. And then we've got. I'm super excited for Visions. I'm so excited for Star Wars Visions. They're outsourcing it to Japanese anime studios. That's that's the shtick for Visions. So I'm so excited. That's
Wait,
pretty
is it
much
multiple
That
studios?
sounds really cool.
it said plural. It was like created by
Yes.
some of Japan's greatest anime studios.
Here's what I
So,
hope. Here's
yeah.
what I hope. I hope it's
Funimation in the beginning.
Yo,
Sorry.
Mappa.
well, no. What I want it to be
Nappa.
is episodic, and each episode is a different style. I
Yeah,
want to
I'm
see
sure
them
it
do
will.
that.
Yeah.
I want to see just like, I don't want to see, honestly, I don't want to see new stories. I want to see like classic Star Wars scenes in like an anime style. That's what I want. A la like Galaxy of Adventure or whatever those YouTube animated shorts are.
Mhm.
Sort of like that. But we've got 2 more announcements and we're done, guys. We've got Indiana Jones 5 is officially in pre-production with Harrison Ford.
Meh.
Kingdom of the Crystal Skull Part 2, anybody? Shia LaBeouf, please.
Oh, no.
He was pretty good in Peanut Butter Falcon, I heard. So
He's, we'll talk about it.
that's another
Yeah.
movie the announcement that I am most excited for, everybody. Not many people know about this movie, but there's a little Lucasfilm classic high fantasy epic story called Willow. About it's about it's the guy who played, what's his name even? Willow actor. Oh shoot, how did I forget it? It's Warwick Davis. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's the guy. He's coming back for the Willow reboot, actually. But anyways, Willow's getting a reboot, which is probably the announcement that I was expecting the least of any of these. I think that was the biggest surprise because like nobody's seen Willow, you know?
Yeah. I think it's really cool. I think Willow can be a very interesting sort of light Lord of the Ringsy type
Willow's-
stories for modern day.
It's not a light story at all, by the way.
It really isn't.
Willow is very like grim.
Well, no. I'm saying like Lord of the Rings is like heavy in
Oh,
terms
like,
of
in
just
terms
stuff
of
you need to know. like,
density, sure, yeah.
Like-
Yeah, okay.
like sure, Willow is a lot darker tone, but like just in terms of like understanding the world, it's a lot less painful than Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, for
to
sure.
wrap your head around.
Yeah. So I think that's it.
I have 2 more very brief, or I guess 3 more. One of them will take a sentence. Ice Age is getting a spin-off series starring Simon Pegg.
Oh, cool.
Not us, really. Will Smith and Chris Hemsworth are going to star in a series for National Geographic. So they're just like, I guess, going around the world.
It's like that episode of Man vs. Wild that had Obama in it.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Well, that's cool. I'm
And
looking
then-
forward to it.
Last one. This one is only sort of exciting for me because I'm the only one that's really watched this series out of all of us. Noah Hawley, who was the showrunner of Fargo and Legion, is going to be making a new series based on the Alien movies for FX.
Oh,
and
I did
Hulu.
see that.
Oh.
That's gonna be cool. I'm down for that. I like Alien.
I like Alien too, but as someone who's seen Covenant and has forced himself not to watch Alien 3 because of how bad it is, I'm a little scared. I think that the Aliens universe is running a bit dry, but I am glad that someone other than whoever was the original director on it, I can't believe I'm spacing on his name. I'm glad that someone else is taking the lead because he has sort of run the series into like some repetitive, strange ground.
I thought it was a retelling of the first one. Director is Ridley Scott, by the way.
Ridley Scott, yeah. From what I'm seeing on my info, all it's saying is that it's just a series based on aliens. So there's probably some other info that this doesn't have, but
Maybe. Well, geez, guys, 1 hour and 8 minutes is what my stopwatch says.
Oh,
Damn.
goodness.
Holy beefy Socratic. You guys just got an extra long Socratic episode. I
Or
hope you.
2 episodes so that we can capitalize on one recording session.
Oh, shoot.
Oh,
Maybe
true.
we will suck up all
Let's
of,
go with that.
we will suck up all of our Christmas time slots. There's a week until Christmas.
We'll do it.
Sheesh. All right. Well, however we decide to cut this episode, I hope you guys have enjoyed it, or them, however many episodes this winds up being. But we hope you enjoyed. I had a lot of fun kind of decompressing and talking about all these announcements because there's a lot of them, and was getting a little like information overload, so much stuff. But so I hope you had a good time listening to us talk about all the new announcements. But we are just as excited to hear what you think about each of them. Maybe we're missing a bunch of info on the announcements, probably on a lot of them. We're very ignorant, I'm sure. So let us know in the comments if you have any cool insider info or just what you think about the announcements. What are you most excited for from Lucasfilm or Marvel? Do you think they're going to be good? Are you excited for Captain Marvel 2? Let us know. But yeah, thank you for listening to another episode of the Socratic Cinema podcast. Be sure to follow us on our social media. You can find our Instagram at Socratic_cinema, and we have a link tree in our bio there that goes to all our other platforms. We're on Twitter, Facebook. We have a Patreon if you feel like supporting the podcast and want to enable us to get better equipment and things like that, and cameras and stuff. If you guys want to see our pretty faces, consider becoming a patron, and you'll get cool perks and benefits. And also write us a review on Apple Podcast if you want us to read it on the show, or maybe YouTube comments we'll start reading too. Just engage with us, and we'll share out your takes, because your takes are always interesting. So yeah, happy holidays. This is another December episode. So yeah, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, which I learned can be spelled with a CH. I didn't know that before. Yeah, it's like CHA.
Really?
Yeah, there's like I guess the more traditional way to spell it is with the CH. Like,
No, I know, but you didn't know that until like 2 days ago?
no.
Chanukah?
Well, I think it's supposed to be like a guttural H sound, like Hanukkah.
I love Yiddish.
I love Hanukkah.
Chanukah.
But yeah, so we're now at 111 minutes, and I like that 111 number, so I'm going to cut us off here. Thanks again for listening, guys. Bye-bye. I love you.
We've been Socratic Cinema. Adios.
Adios.